Welcome back, Captains. This is Admiral Yadis Defart with Starfleet Special Command. I'm here today with Video 7 in our ship build series, my Fleet Advanced Escort, the U.S.S. Blackout. As always, I'll be breaking this video down into 8 parts, so let's get started. Alright guys, go ahead and start up here with our 4 weapons. Got the Advanced Fleet Phaser Dual Heavy Cannons, damage times 2, accuracy times 2. I am running 2 of those. Phaser Quad Cannons, damage times 4. Those are off the Sao Paulo Defiant. Running the Advanced Fleet Quantum Torpedo Launcher, damage times 3, accuracy. For our 3-piece set, Deflector, Assimilated Deflector Array Mark 12. Engines, Assimilated Sub-Transwarp Engines Mark 12. And the Assimilated Regenerative Shield Array Mark 12. For my warp core, this is the same one that I've run on a couple of my other builds. It's the Elite Fleet Reinforced Warp Core Mark 12, SEP, Weapons to Shields, Shield Capacitor, AMP, and SST. Aft weapons, running the Advanced Fleet Phaser Turrets, damage times 2, accuracy times 2. Running 2 of those. And the Borg Kinetic Cutting Beam. And as always, the Subspace Field Modulator. And the Auxiliary Battery. Engineering Consoles. Assimilated Module. And a Neutronium Alloy. Science Console, 0-point Energy Conduit. And 2 Field Generators. As y'all can see right there, it's pretty much an exact copy of my Defiant. In testing so far, they are pretty much blow for blow, but as y'all see by the parts that I'll show at the end of this video, this, for some reason, this ship actually, it out DPS's my Defiant. I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can get that last little bit out of my Defiant. This ship actually broke 10K. It's one of my first escorts to break 10,000 DPS, so I'm really excited about that. Alright, we'll move on from here. Go to my skills. It's the same skill set that I've been using since the beginning. It's from thehilbertguide.com. Just scroll through this real quick for y'all. I've been having a lot of questions with about the Hilbert Guide and all the combat log parser, the keybinds, all that stuff. I promise, guys, I got a video coming for that. It just takes a lot of time to get all these things done. So. And I'm doing this as a hobby, so. On to the traits. As you can see, I've pretty much used all my space traits. I don't have hardly any ground traits over here, so I'll scroll through these for you. Alright. Go ahead and talk about my bridge officers now. Here we got Adrian. I'm running Tactical Team 1, Attack Pattern Beta 1. Torpedo High Yield 3, and Cannon Rapid Fire 3. On the Lieutenant Tactical, Torpedo High Yield 1, Rapid Fire 1. And on my Ensign Tactical, it's just going to be a tactical team. Lieutenant Engineering Station, Emergency Powered Weapons, Emergency Powered Shields 2. And I think this is where this build differs a little bit from the Defiant. It's actually right here. Being able to have this polarized hull, I absolutely cannot stand tractor beams in any of the Borg STFs. So that actually helps out a lot, because man, especially in an escort, if you get hung up, especially if you're not running Attack Pattern Omega, if you get hung up and you can't get away, even with say evasive maneuvers, and one of those big torps hits you, you're done. It's over with. So I love having that there. Next will be a Transfer Shield Strength 2. And the Hazard Emitters 3. We'll talk about this real quick. The Hazard Emitters 3, basically what I'm doing with the, it's based off of your auxiliary power. So what I've been doing is, as you can see by my power levels, I try to run a little higher auxiliary than everything else. But what I've been doing is when I get really low in health and on my shield strength, I'll just pop an auxiliary battery and hit hazard emitters, hit transfer shield strength, and roll on with my day. I can pretty much come back from being almost getting ready to blow up to pretty much full everything. And then when you're running the Borg 3-piece set, you got that multi-regenerative shield. It go back and talk about that real quick. And scrolling down here, look at this. Alright, here's your two-piece, the autonomous regeneration sequencer. Basically that helps you get your hull back. And then your multi-regenerative shield array. When receiving all damage, you got the chance of applying multi-regenerative shield array when any shield facing falls below 20%. This actually happens quite a bit, especially when you get hit hard and you drop down really low. I've seen it come in. I mean, it saved me quite a bit, so it's definitely worth running the three-piece set on this. And you also pick up that tractor beam too. So, and everybody knows how these. It's gotten a little better lately with the spheres flying away from you, running from you. If you get something that wants to run away and you don't feel like chasing it all the way across the screen, you just hit that tractor beam, lock onto it. Also with that tractor beam, let me go back in here. I think it's actually on the board kinetic cutting beam. It says something about that right in here. Simulated tractor beam. It also is going to cause kinetic damage. Where's that thing I'm talking about? There it is. Kinetic damage, 5 crew damage per second up to 10 seconds when used on a target that has been recently hit by a kinetic cutting beam. Reduces turn rate, flight speed for 10 seconds. So when you're running the kinetic cutting beam and you've got the tractor beam on a target, it's going to do that extra damage. So it actually helps out a little bit. All right, let's get back to the bridge officers. Like I said, the hazard emitters and the shield strength actually help out quite a bit. That's kind of a staple for my builds now. I know there's other ways of doing it. You can, on your engineering stations, you can run engineering team, things like that. But when you're running 2 TAC teams, it's kind of going to hinder yourself on that. So that's the reason I go with this. And your battery is only a 2-minute cooldown on your battery, and pretty much 6, 7, 8 minutes, depending on what STF you run. That's all it's going to be anyway. So you can use that 2 or 3 full heals, at least 2 or 3 times in that time span. So it actually helps out quite a bit. Right here for the Lieutenant Engineering, running the emergency powered weapons 1, I opted to. Sometimes I've ran them swapped. I actually like a little more shields than the little more weapons power. I mean, I'm already getting 10k DPS out of that, so as long as I can get somewhere around there, I'm really not gonna. That may add another 100, maybe 200 DPS if that. So I like having the extra shields right off the bat. All right, we talk about the tactical bridge officers real quick. I know some people say that high yield torpedo and the cannon rapid fire. I'm more of a single target focused player. I find something, I see it, I blow it up, I move on to the next one. You can go in there with a cannon scatter volley and torp spread and hit a lot more targets, and you're going to get more DPS out of it. I have not tried that yet. Once I get through these next couple of videos, I'm probably going to go back and revisit some of my earlier ship builds, go back, change some stuff on the Define. I might go ahead and try that, do the scatter volley and the torp spread, and see what it does. I can just about guarantee it's going to be a higher DPS because you're hitting more targets. But for now, this suits my playstyle, and that's just the way I've been rolling with it. Alright, go ahead and go to the reputation real quick. As a reputation, and nothing's changed here, still tier 5 on the Omega. Kara still almost getting ready to finish off tier 4. Romulus tier 5, and Dyson getting ready to head into tier 2 on the Dyson. So hopefully I can get on up in there. There's a lot of neat stuff in the Dyson. I don't know much about it yet. I've been kind of hesitant about playing it, so still enjoying some of the Borg stuff. As old as it is, it's still fun to me. So I'm going to have to get into this and get some of these up and see how this affects my DPS and how things are going. So, all right, get out of here, and we can go on and go hit my duty officers real quick. Right now, I'm running 3 projectile weapons officers. They are purple, and basically what they are doing for me. Let's see if I can get one of these to pull up. Or not. anyway, basically what these are going to do is going to reduce the cooldown on your torps. With the high yield, when I'm flying around hitting stuff, they pretty much, I don't have a steady stream, like a constant boom, boom, boom. But I mean, it'll fire the high yield torps, boom, 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 and then you'll see it fire a single, boom, and then you'll go a couple more seconds, boom, 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 and then it'll fire a single. So I mean, it's a pretty good stream of torps coming out. That actually helps out with the DPS too. I'm also running the two damage control engineers. This helps with the emergency power to weapons and the emergency power to shields. This helps keep them up longer. Alright, we can get done with this. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the tray. I'm going to try to go into this a little bit more than I normally do, since I've been having some more questions lately about it. With the keybinds, this is how I set up my keybinds. Basically what's going to happen as I start pressing the space bar, everything's bound to tray 7. If you go to the hilbertguide.com and download, it tells you step by step how to do this. If you set this up, basically what's going to happen when you start pressing the space bar, it's going to start activating from left to right. So the first thing it's going to do is activate emergency power to weapons. You can swap these back and forth if you want your shield heal first, just to keep from that first onset of damage hitting you really hard. You can do the shields first. On this ship, I've actually preferred to do the emergency power to weapons first. So like I said, as you press the space bar, I'll start doing that now. It's going to activate the first thing. Put that on cooldown. So I hit it again. And what that's going to do right there, it's going to activate the first two. Is going to hit my attack pattern beta. It's going to activate my cannon rapid fire, and it's going to activate my torpedo high yield 3. So that's going to be pretty much my alpha strike. As I start into it, like infected the conduit, I pretty much hit everything. Hit my attack pattern alpha, tactical team, tactical fleet, fire at will. Fire on my mark. Go into the cube, and pretty much that is the alpha strike. I've seen upwards of 15, 16, 17, 18,000 DPS right from the get-go on that thing during that alpha strike. After that, once that comes off cooldown, you're going to go into your second, what you call it a beta strike, where you're going to use the cannon rapid fire 1, and you're going to use your torpedo high yield 1. So basically, as you're continuing to press the space bar, it's steadily left to right cycling through these. So it just keeps rotating, So what you're going to have is that you'll find as you're flying around, you're going to be attacking a target, and you're going to see your DPS go way up. You can watch the DPS numbers on the screen and see that your DPS, your hits that are hitting the target, go up. You'll see them in the 2000s. When you get a full alpha strike, once maybe the TAC teams, attack pattern alpha, your tactical fleet, when they come off of cooldown and you hit them again, if you time it right with these, you can do a pretty big alpha strike. I've just been letting it go as it is. I just fly around and tap the space bar, and then whenever these come open, sometimes the fire on my mark and your attack pattern alpha, they both are a 2-minute cooldown. So, and then you've also got these two TAC teams here. So if you hit one of them, another one's going to be right in 15 seconds. So basically, I usually try to hit these 3 constant. This is going to have a long cooldown on it. It's 5 minutes. So basically what I do is I hit it really hard right off the bat. As I fly into an STF, I pick a big target and I hit everything and then go with it. And then pretty much as you're getting toward the end, you're going to be hitting that, like infected the conduit, you're going to be hitting that second, you're going to be hitting that TAC cube. That's going to be coming available pretty much 5 minutes. 5 to 6, 7 minutes is about the normal length on doing a pickup game. Doing a pug with just random players. So usually if you hit this one right off the bat, you get to use it once, and then at the very end when you're fighting the big cube, you can usually use it the second time, and that right there at the end keeps your DPS rolling up. That's pretty much how this works. Like I said, left to right, it's just going to sit there and cycle through it. When your captain abilities come available, you just get those. Try to keep an eye on TAC teams. Like I said, if you hit it once, it's going to show you still got 15 seconds before you can activate it again. That actually, TAC team helps out a lot. It redistributes your shields towards the facing that's taking fire. So if you're flying like in front of one of the big gates and it's pounding you, you can hit that tactical team, and it'll put all the shield strength to that one side that's taking all that damage, and it'll actually help you out. If you see just keep an eye on your shields. If you see one of these shield facings fall, you've got a tac team open, hit it, because once that shield facing falls, especially in an escort, it's not going to take long before it'll go ahead and blow you up. So, all right, guys. Well, there's the U.S.S. Blackout. Of course, I didn't leave it stock like on any of my builds. Actually, I believe that's the Cerberus build. Main hull and the saucer section added these interesting looking nacelles and pylons to it. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, want to have a talk with me, I'm available. I'm usually on at least once a day. You can contact me in game at U.S.S. On my days off, I'm pretty much on all night long. So for Eastern Standard Time, from probably about 7 p.m. all the way up to probably about 7 a.m., I'm pretty much on, because I work second shift, work overnight. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Shoot me an email in game. If you see me online, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to help you all out. Stay tuned. Right here at the end of the video, I'll show the Advanced Combat Tracker, Combat Log Parser. Show you that. Showing the damage, I believe is right at 10.5. And hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all take it easy. Y'all out.